Made this video to thank all the teachers. You guys have been so awesome for these past 4 years. You guys have helped us through numerous of events. You guys have been super supportive through all of 4 years. As we go off and spread our wings and fly, we just like to say thank you for everything you guys have done. These 4 years have been awesome, and we love you guys. Thank you for everything you guys have done. You're awesome.
Thank you, Miss Lindenwood, so much for helping out with everything. You're the best teacher in the world and the best advisor. You're always helping out with all the events, and we love you and appreciate you so much. We love you.
What was your favorite part about being in SWS?
The retreat and to be a community.
Exactly.
One thing that I love about Snyder is all the weird stories and the funny stories he used to tell us.
So my favorite teacher in SWS would have to be Mrs. Stassi, because math is hard, calculus is very hard. She was my only SWS math teacher, and I really appreciated how she didn't give up on me.
Why is SWS important to you?
SWS is amazing, and I had the best time ever. I know that it would be different in regular East High School.
I like the teachers because they become more like your friends and they give you really great advice.
Thanks, Mr. Snyder, for all the awesome times sophomore year. I'm sorry I slept in your class so much, but there's nothing like the smell of formaldehyde first thing in the morning.
Why was SWS important to you?
SWS is important to me because I gained a lot of friends right when I started high school, and I was really afraid that I wouldn't. I really thought I was going to be bullied, and SWS was a good home for me.
What teacher would you like to thank and why?
There are a lot.
Okay. Thank
You.
Miss Stassi.
I came into SWS thinking that it was just going to be something that I was going to put on my college activity list or to apply for colleges, and it actually became something that I really enjoyed.
SWS, the best part of it was that the teachers really know their stuff, and for the most part they really like their subject, and I felt honored that I got these teachers.
What teacher would you like to thank and why?
All of them, because putting up for me and my wonderful attitude about everything all the time. And especially Sherwood and Kennedy, because they've always been there to talk and always there when you need them, so that's really important. You need adults you can trust.
I guess I really liked that the teachers were really fun and always liked to make classes interesting, and they would always be joking around with students, like freshman year in Scott's class with Alex.
Which teacher would you like to say thank you to and why?
Mrs. Stassi, because she's been a math teacher for nearly 4 years.
Well, SWS is important to me because it's really shaped who I am as a person. It's brought a lot of community service opportunities and experiences with all my friends and teachers in a way that wouldn't have been possible if I weren't a part of SWS.
Why is Mr. Snyder so smart?
SWS is important to me because I personally am very shy, and SWS, like the whole community together, helped me make friends like faster and easier, and it's been great, and I've become more confident over the years.
Leo is the bomb!
.com.
What have you learned in the time you've been with SWS?
I have learned so much, it's insane, in every class, and especially I've learned to leave things better than you found them. I would really like to thank Miss Sherwood because she's become like a teacher and a friend. I absolutely adore her, like Miss Sherwood.
I'd like to thank Miss Lindenwood for helping me through my president duties. She was a rock when I was freaking out, and that was pretty awesome. She's also a pretty good advisory teacher. Why is SWS important to you?
Because it's my family. SWS is important because it really taught me how to just work with others, and I really like the feeling of community because it really is, and I've made a lot of friends.
Okay, I'd like to thank Miss Sherwood because she's always been there since like sophomore year, and yeah, she's super nice and she's helped me through everything, especially with my diabetes.
So who would you like to thank and why?
First I'd like to thank my mom because without her, I wouldn't be here, technically. So,
Also, I would like to thank all the SWS staff for, helping me get good grades and stuff.
I'd also like to thank Mr. Morris. Thanks for being our principal. And Mr. Morris, we are a community, we support each other, and we leave things better than the way we found them.
I'd also like to thank Miss Scott because I've been in her AP Lang class and I've been her aide for the past year. And it's just been a lot of fun. She's a very good teacher and she cares a lot about her students, and it's been a joy.
Go.
Thanks, Snyder.
Why was he awesome?
We looked at a lot of neat leagues.
What teachers would you like to thank and why?
I would like to thank especially Miss Scott and Mrs. Stassi. And I want to thank all of them because they're all really good.
And I'd like to thank Miss Roach because she's the best teacher that I've ever had.
I'm Slimba. Thank you for being the best advisory teacher the school has.
Miss Roach is the cutest little darn thing that ever lived.
What makes you SWS teachers so awesome?
They are very intelligent and they interact with the kids or the students very well, and that's just a part of being in SWS.
I'd like to thank Miss Kennedy because she would always help me whenever I needed a scholarship or a recommendation letter, and she'd help me, especially put me in the right classes and always change around my schedule if I needed it. I'd like to thank Mr. Snyder for teaching healthy relationships because that was the best class I've taken in my whole high school career. And he's so fun and so nice, and I can ask him any advice for anything. And then I'd like to also thank Miss Sherwood because she is always there to support me in whatever I wanted to do.
Thank you, Ellen.
The first impression I ever got of Miss Kennedy is, "Hi, I'm Miss Kennedy. What can I do to help you, and what can I do to make this the best experience you ever had? How can I help you to learn at the best of your ability?" And it was sincere, and she meant it.
I want to thank Miss Kennedy because she puts up with all of our shenanigans and helps us get through everything when we're freaking out about senior year.
So why are the SWS teachers so awesome?
They're not. They are fantastic, amazing, etc.
Another one, thank is Miss Kennedy for always being there for me when I had problems, something to talk about, and always putting me in the right classes to set me up for success.
SWS has taught me that community values are really important.
I want to say thank you to all the teachers I've had these last 4 years and giving me a great high school experience.
I want to thank Miss Bird because she's really awesome and she always makes me laugh and makes my day all smiley and happy because she's really funny and she's a good teacher.
Alright, so why SWS is important to me is because it taught me all the leadership and definitely teamwork building that I need to know for my future career in the military. And SWS has always given me a sanctuary to go to, and SWS is most like one of my top reasons for succeeding in high school.
In the time I've been with SWS, I've learned more leadership skills and to work with a community and work better with others, and to leave things better than the way we found them.
Miss Scott, definitely, because she's such a good English teacher. She's like strict and scary, but she also can be really, really nice. And she really knows what she's talking about, and she grades quite fairly. I love Mr. Snyder. His class bio has been so much fun this year. I hated it freshman year. So good senior year. Definitely my favorite class.
I thank Miss Scott and Miss Lindemann, and I'm not sure why. And Miss Rose.
What SWS teachers would you like to thank and why?
I'd like to thank Miss Sherwood for always trying to help me with whatever she could, whether it be giving me extra work so my grades would go up just that little bit.
So who would you like to thank and why?
I'd like to thank all my teachers for keeping me on task the last 4 years.
Okay.
What teachers would you like to thank and why?
I would like to thank Miss Kennedy for helping me to be very comfortable here, and Miss Kennedy is probably a miracle.
Who would you like to thank and why?
I would like to thank Miss Kennedy for being an awesome counselor, and Miss Roach, and Miss Stassi for all the stories about our cat named Stanley.
So what makes the SWS teachers good teachers?
As the SWS motto states, the teachers left me better than they found me.
I like the SWS teachers because they really want to help you succeed and they like to make sure that everyone's doing their best.
So the teachers I'd like to thank and why, number one, Miss Lindemood for being a great teacher, making U.S. government so fun. I learned a lot in that class.
Okay, I want to thank Miss Scott because she's always laughed at all the stupid things I've done, and she gives really, really great advice.
I would like to say thank you to all of SWS teachers because they gave me a great experience at high school and they taught me well.
Thank you.